If you're a videographer stuck under $10,000 a month, it's 100% because you're still selling video. And I get it, I was stuck too, until I realized this one thing. When I first started out, I used to send Loom videos to businesses. I would go through their website and then compare it to the competitors and then break down exactly what they were missing. I would then offer some tips and a link to book a free meeting with me. But at this point, I had no clue what to charge. I started with $1,500, then I bumped it up to $1,800, then $2,000, and eventually I had one client paying me $3,000 a month. This was a pretty big deal for me. I came from a 9-to-5 job making $3,000 per month, so pitching one client at the same price was pretty scary. But I had a friend doing the same thing. He started a few months before me and was actually charging even more. So I thought to myself, if he can do it, so can I. But here's the crazy part. When I started out, I was actually pitching videos in the right way. But without knowing it, I wasn't just selling videos, I was selling results. I was helping real estate agents get leads through meta ads. And for them, one good lead could be worth $5,000 to $10,000. So when I charged $2,000 to $3,000, it made total sense. They didn't care about the fact that I was filming on my iPhone. All they really cared about was if the video was working. But then a few years ago, I slipped. At one point I was offering 30 reels for $2,500. 30 reels. And I realized I used to charge $3,000 for 2 videos a month. And I was making 30 reels for less. And then it hit me. I had stopped selling results. And I was only selling video. But here's what happens a lot. A client jumps on the call and says, "Hey Kian, I need 5 videos. What's the price?" Now this is where you have to stay cool. This is where most freelancers panic and they just throw out some random numbers. But not you. Not anymore. Here's what I usually say. Video is a big term, Peter. We've done videos for $100 and we've done videos for $10,000. It all depends on what you need. So before I give you a specific number, which I really want to do, I just need to understand a little bit more about your business. Is that cool? 99% of the time they'll say yes. Now you've got permission to dig deeper. The next thing we're gonna look at is the budget. What I'm usually gonna say is, "So Peter, what's the budget for this project?" And they'll usually go something like, "We don't really know yet." This is completely bullshit. Nobody walks into a store without an idea of how much they want to spend. They just don't want to tell you because they think if they do, you'll just match the price to their number. And to be honest, we will. But we don't want them to know that. So I always tell them a story. I'll say, "Peter, imagine you hired me to build your dream house, but you didn't give me a budget." In that case, I would go out and buy the biggest piece of land. I would install luxury floors, huge windows, a beautiful kitchen. But then halfway through the project, you would come to me and say, "Kian, there's no more money. Now we've got no ceiling, we've got no roof, everything we just built, useless." And that's exactly why I need to know your budget. So I can help you build the best possible house inside of the limits that you want to spend. And then you'll ask, "What's the budget you have in your mind?" And then they'll give you a number. They'll say something like between $2,000 or $3,000. And once you got that, now you've got leverage. The biggest reason why we ask the budget questions so fast is that we don't want to waste our time on clients that doesn't want to spend the money needed. And now you can ask the questions that really matter. Why do you want these videos? What's the goal with them? How much is a new client worth? How many new clients are you hoping to get from this content? If they tell you that one new client is worth $10,000 and they're hoping to get 10 new clients, that means they are expecting these videos to bring in more than $100,000 in revenue. And with your price at $2,000, that's a steal. And that is the difference between selling videos and selling results. If you don't ask the right questions, you don't understand the why behind the project, and you will always be seen as this video guy. But if you do understand these things and ask the right questions, you will become a strategic partner, somebody they trust and somebody they will pay over and over and over again. I really hope this video helped you, and if it did, then hit the subscribe button. I've got a lot more coming in soon. And if you want to level up your videography in terms of getting better clients, in general how to run a business with video, then follow along. I've got plenty more videos coming soon.